Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Difference Maker Movement Chat. We are so excited for our guest today, and before I introduce him, we will share our fun little quote from our Difference Maker Movement cards. Today is, "Don't count the things you do the things that count," by Zig Ziglar. And we picked this quote specifically for our guest today, Peter Torres. He is the CEO of Justin Bartlett Animal Rescue. And we're so excited to talk to you because you are doing some amazing work, and we're excited to feature you as a difference maker today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And you and Mary have known each other a long time.
Yeah, we still talk to each other too.
It's been a while.
Peter, thanks for coming. I think it's really important that we have this. I think many of us are animal lovers, and we've had a lot of difference maker videos on humans and that human element and how we help and do those things. But the pets and the things that pets do and animals do for humans is huge. It's made a huge change in my life. And I'd like Peter to tell you just a little bit about the Justin Bartlett Rescue. It's like no other that I know. It brings tears to my eyes. But I'd like him to tell you why it's different and the history behind it. So could you just tell them about Justin and how it got started first, and then we can go on a little bit about what we do.
Well, absolutely. The rescue actually started as a foundation. Justin's friend, Justin, who passed away at a very young age, had a lot of friends, and when he passed away, his friends got together and they wanted to make a difference. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to do something that Justin enjoyed, and he was very much into animals. So they started the Justin Bartlett Foundation. The foundation was on for about a year or so before we started the rescue. We established a relationship with the family, and I approached Justin's father, and I told him that we wanted to do something as well, and that's when we started the Justin Bartlett Animal Rescue. The rescue is only about 4 years old. We started in 2012. 4 years old, and we started again, with a handful of volunteers. From there, I have to tell you that, as you know, we're strictly foster based. We don't have a shelter. Every pet is kept in our foster's home. We have today we have a database of over 1,200 volunteers, and they all these volunteers are.
That's a lot of
yeah,
so 1,200 people that are fostering.
Not just fostering. When you're a volunteer, the sky's the limit. You can do transporting, you can collect supplies for us, you can come out to the sites and volunteer on the weekends at the sites, and yes, you can foster as well. When it comes to fosters, we have about 130 something active fosters, and they range from, we are all throughout the county, and actually we have some in Broward County and Martin County. We go as far as Stewart. So all these volunteers on the weekends, they come out and they meet at different sites. Right now, predominantly we do adoptions at the Petco locations, and Deerfield Beach, Boynton, Lake Worth, which Mary is part of, and let's see, we do the Petco in Jupiter. So we're all over the place. Mm-hmm. And the reason why we have become so large is because we provide everything that they need. It's just, there's no out-of-pocket for the fosters. And of course, then we partner with different organizations such as the Office Depot Foundation and the Harley Davidson of the Palm Beaches. We have Petco Foundation. We have a lot of different partners that have helped us all along, get to where we are today. It's all about partnership, as you know.
So what's happened I've watched over 4 years when I met Peter, and all of these people have helped in growing this wonderful organization. They had all these ideas and they wanted to take it to the next step, but no paid staff. everybody volunteered and worked with the animals. All for the animals is how we always
Yep,
say it, right? And you want to do what you can do, but how do you get there? And I'm so very proud of this organization, and just like every organization, you have your bumps, you have your lumps, and you go
Sure.
and you go, but they persevered and they did, and they conquered this. And so last year they were awarded an award from, go ahead, for the bottle babies.
Oh, actually, Miami-Dade Animal Services, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with that location. It's in Miami, and it's the only shelter out in Miami-Dade. It's the largest shelter in the area. We were presented with the rescue that had rescued the most bottle babies out of that county.
It's a
yeah,
huge undertaking, and it's
it
a
sure
huge
is.
honor, because that means that the babies have not, they don't have a mother. So that means that the foster parents have to actually bottle feed the puppies every 2 hours. I cannot do it. You have
It's
to
a
do
challenge.
It's a
It
challenge
really is.
to keep them alive. But the greatest thing I think that we've had over time has been to watch the development of programs
Right.
and the services. And this year was the unveiling of your
The MASH unit or the hospital?
both. So
Well,
tell them what you were able to open.
First, we did the hospital.
Mhm.
You know, we opened a facility out in Royal Palm. It's our very first hospital, and I knew that, you know, sooner or later we had to do this. If you go around, you ask everyone, you know, when it comes to veterinary medicine, and the first thing they tell you is like, my gosh, I spend so much money taking care of my dog.
It's expensive.
You know, and it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. All you gotta do is just find someone who's really out for the animals, you know? So we opened the first nonprofit animal hospital. It's obviously the Justin Bartlett Animal Hospital. It's located in Royal Palm Beach, and we're open 7 days a week from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Currently we have 1 full-time vet and 8 per diem vets. Obviously, we're looking to increase the 1 full-time to at least 3, because we're growing so rapidly that we're actually we're expanding next door.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is extremely exciting, you know. I mean, and we haven't paid for advertising. We haven't done, it's just word of mouth. You know, people know out there that
Mhm.
we are the real thing. You know, we are really providing a service that they need, and really our rates are very, you know, low cost,
Mhm.
very affordable. So then with that, just like Mary said, that's why I was like, which way are we going with this? We also, something that I've thought, you know, for the longest time, there's a lot of, you know, communities out there that, you know, they're very poor. They don't have cars. They do have animals. They cannot get those animals to the hospitals or to the vets or whatever you want, you know. So I was like, well, we have to do one thing. We have to come to them. But
Mhm.
how do we do it? So I thought of, you know, we have 2 RVs. I said, maybe we can take one of those RVs and turn it into a mobile hospital. Well, sure enough, 2 months ago, for the first time, I went out on the road.
That
and-
is so
yeah,
awesome.
it's a hospital on wheels. That's what it is.
Mhm.
You know, we have obviously a vet, you know, vet techs on board. We have medicine. Last month we did 26 spays and neuters out in the Everglades, which is, you know, the Redlands area out there. It's another topic by itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the very first time. We're also scheduled to have an event out in Pahokee on May 29th, which the Office Depot Foundation is part of, and we'll be out there, you know, doing some surgeries and giving out rabies vaccines. So there's a lot going to take place, and we also scheduled to go out back to the Redlands on June 5th. You know, so the goal is to bring it out on the road either monthly or weekly, you know, it all varies from funds and all that, and you know how things go. But yeah, we're very, very excited.
So, you know, it's always fascinating to me when I talk to people that are running nonprofits like yours, because you kind of start with nothing, you get a lot of volunteers, a lot of people really put their heart into it, you find people that that love the work you're doing and want to support you. So you as the president, I mean, why do you do this work? You know, like when you get up every morning, you're obviously super passionate about it, but it's not easy to do.
And for the longest time, I had 3 jobs. I was running a full-time job, the rescue, and the hospital. So that's another challenge by itself. And then let's not forget, I also foster. I have my own fosters at home.
How many do you have?
You don't want to know.
3. Let's just keep it like that, okay?
Okay, because I know this one has a lot.
No, we're going with 3. Yeah, I live in Royal Palm, and they tell us that we're only allowed to have 3 animals in our own homes. So I have 3, okay?
Oh my gosh.
So that's
wink, wink.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's you know what? It's hey, to me, it's mental therapy as well. I mean, yes, it is hard work, but I take animals any day over anything else. You know, I don't mind the 3 o'clock in the morning. I know one is doing pretty bad. I need to get up and give him medicine or whatever. I'm okay with that. You know.
So I'm going to tell you just a little story, and it's make him so he doesn't cry. So the thing was that for us was that when I first started this, it was really, I had my own dogs. I have my own thing. And people always ask me all the time, Mary, why do you do this? You have your own dogs. Why do you, and it's like, because I do have my own dogs. And because my dogs are well taken care of. And we've seen what we've seen. And I would tell you that all of you that are out there, you can make a difference. And it's not about money. It's not about any of that. It's if you could give your time. He's listed off several things you could do. It's really about love. It's about just giving that little extra time. If you come in and just give the dogs a bath or help us with, spending time, because unfortunately so many of these cats and these dogs have never had human contact. So Peter always gives me some of the dogs that have had a bit of more of a special needs or a challenge. But the first time that I think that I got the real big whiff of what that was really like when they were truly abused was when I met Rover. And Rover was a black lab, the most gorgeous dog I think I've ever seen in my life. But he couldn't even walk off the bus. Was that right? He was so shadow. And he spent the whole time sitting in the bushes. And I said, why is this dog sitting in the bushes? And why is he laying in the bushes? And they was like, Mary, he just let him be. He's just like, that's not acceptable. So there you go. And if you know me, this is me. So of course I go get him everything he needs, and we get him a bath. And he just couldn't let people touch him. He couldn't be touched. He couldn't do any of that. I'm so happy to tell you that today, that 2 years worth of work, this dog is in a very happy place. He's with somebody that loves him, that he's with another dog. This is a dog that could not be touched, petted, loved at all. And this is what we do. Yeah. And if it wasn't for rescues like this, every Saturday, as much as it pains me to give my little fosters away, I know that it opens up a door for another one that we've helped. So what I'd say to you is, first and foremost, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you do. And all the people that are in that agency, because I know how much they work. We're part of that, but I know how much they all work and how hard they work. But I would offer to all of you, come be a difference maker and join whatever rescue it is. Join, if this is a passion you have or something you want to do whatever you'd like to do, but join and make a difference for these dogs and cats that need just a little bit of love. Yes?
You're so right.
And then I would say to you, I'm so proud of this organization because of where it's come from. This is the part of where being a difference maker and running it well. Because when they came and we first met them 4 years ago, they had nothing. I mean, they worked on a shoestring budget with nothing, but they had all these grandiose ideas. And this is the part where I'm so happy you're part of the Hive. I'm so proud of what you've accomplished. And I'm so proud of seeing our logo on that bus. And yes, my dog's picture. Yes, I am. I'm very proud of all of that. But I'm very proud of what we've accomplished together. This is the part where, Judith, we talked, and when we talked before about the fact that take an idea, why think about it? Let's just try it. And let's see if it works. Because what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is you don't do it. So I would say, what's our little quote?
Don't count the things you do the things that count.
Amen
So,
to that.
Peter, we love you this much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you for having me again.